Hello folks, welcome to another Microsoft Word tutorial from yours truly, Mark Alderson. Today I'm going to take you through the creation of a letter, a simple letter that's to a tech company, ordering some books and ordering some widgets. Yeah, I'm going to take you through setting up margins, creation of tables, bullet lists, numbered lists, headers, footers, anything else that comes into my head. First things first, set up the margins in this. Yeah, that's how we look. I'm just looking at the sides and the top and bottom. So layout, margins, and I'm going to go to custom margins. 2.5, let's make that 2. So we've got top, left, bottom, right. So top and bottom, left and right. Bring this down to 2, left and right. Top and bottom, I'll leave it as it is. Fine, that's one bit. But yeah, I'm liking that. Right, margins, fair enough. Let's start on the letter. I've put a wee note here, make logo, Newhouse Tech Company. So let's make this like a bit of, what do you call it, company's own paper when they've got their heading on it. I can't remember the exact term. But we'll make a logo. How to quickly make a logo for the Newhouse Tech Company. In the search bar down here, I'm just going to type in MS Paint for Microsoft Paint, and I'm going to get the paint up. Zoom in a wee bit. I'm holding down the control key and rolling the wheel on my mouse to zoom in. I take it you guys can use the magnifying glass up here. Maybe not. Anyway, I want a logo for the Newhouse Tech Company. Let's start with a circle. I'm just going to throw something together here. And then some text, something very simple. Newhouse Tech Company. A wee thing about these text boxes, don't click outside the text box until you're finished with it. If you do, you can't edit it again, and if it's not in place, I can't undo it. I was trying it earlier, and we're going to have to redo the whole logo again. So this text box, the little dots on it are grab handles, and if I move over them, usually the diagonal one you use, you'll see it changing to 2 arrows, so I can resize this box. So when I was typing and the whole words weren't appearing, I knew that I could size the box and the text would appear because it is there. Just size that. I'm quite liking the size of that. Now, these wee handles, when I move to them, yeah, I get 2 arrows, look. Quite fidgety. If I go to the line, any line, I get a crosshair. That's for moving, not sizing. I can move it. So I quite like that there. I'm going to highlight this and change the font. Let's see what fonts we've got. I like that better. I just selected any font there, but that'll do. I quite like that. Every time I click, guys, look, I'm clicking inside this box. I'm not going outside it, only go outside to the edge to move it. I'm being very aware not to click outside the box. So I've got this. Yeah, I quite like that. Now I'm going to click outside the box. And look, every time I click now, because I'm on text, it gives me a new box and I can't edit the bit that's there. Maybe one of you guys are an expert with this paint package. I'm not. I'm just using it to quickly create a logo. So now I want a fill colour in here. Give me this green. And that little paint bucket up here, the tip of the paint coming out the bucket is the point that drops. So when I'm filling in the O, it's the tip of the paint bucket, the paint slick. Yep. And the A and the P and the O. That'll do. File, save as, desktop, tech house. Oh, I've done this before. Yes, replace it. Kill this, back at Word. So I don't need this because I've made the logo. That was just a wee note to myself. I want some space up at the top of the page here to play with this logo until I'm happy with the size and shape of it and where I want to put it. So I'm going to click to the left-hand side. That wee flashing line's called the insertion point. I'll speak more about that in a minute. So I'm going to click there and I'm just going to press return a few times, move all the text down the page. I want some space here. Then I'm going to click back up here, make sure the insertion point's there, because when I insert anything from the insert menu at the top, like I'm going to insert a picture from this device, which is this computer. And where's that logo I just created on the desktop? There it's insert. At the minute, guys, look, I can't do anything with this. I can't move it. I can't drag it. I can't do anything with it. All I can do, I think, if I go to the home page, is left, center, or right justify it. It's treating it like text. Watch, if I right click on it with the right mouse button and go to wrap text, behind text, look what happens now. It doesn't bother with the text. Let me show you other wrapping options. If I right click, wrap text, let's say typed. This is like when you see in a newspaper, when I move graphics next to the page, the text will try and fit round about the image, like you would see in a paper, yeah. But I don't want it to interfere with the text, so wrap the text behind text, which means I can put this anywhere I like. It's behind the text. If you get to a situation where the graphic is behind the text and you can't select it because the text is in front of it, look like this, and I can't hold my graphic. Look, on the Home tab, there's an option here that says select, and you can select all or an object. Select an object allows me to then pick up the graphic again. So if you get in that situation, Home tab, select object. So I want it up top right. I know normally the address is top right, but I want to be a bit different. So I'm going to put this top right. And I'm also going to, will I crop it? No, it's not going to interfere with the text. So I'll put it, yeah, I will crop it. Let me see. How do I go to, if I click on the image and then picture format up here, what one of these is crop? Compress, no, wrap text, it should be here, there it's here, crop. These little handles, I'm just going to make this the same size roughly as the graphic. Because of too much box, big space round about it. Once you've selected it, just press the enter key. And now, that's a bit better. I can put it a bit closer to the top now. So I've got my headed notepaper. I can bring my address back up because it won't affect the graphic because the graphic is now wrapped behind the text. So I'm using the backspace here, guys. What I could do, I mean, I could just highlight this area here and press the delete or backspace key and the text will jump up. Bring it up one more, backspace key. Two more. Down one. I like this. I want the graphic to be a wee bit higher. Yeah. Right. So I've got the address. Attention sales department. I would like to order the following 6 books in the list below. They are from your 2020 catalogue. Please include a new catalogue with my order. So I'm saying this is a list here. Let's turn it into a list. I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to say bullets. Yeah, it looks okay. Bulleted list. I said it's a list, it's a list. Or wait, I've said it's 6 books in a list. So rather than having bullets, I've told them how many books I want. So let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 books on a list below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books on a list below. I like that better. Also, guys, when you get in here, you can choose what style of numbers and stuff and letters you want. Look at, you'll see it changing at the side here as I'm selecting these. Look, but I'm going for the good old integers, 1 to 6. The same with the bullets. You can choose bullets. Yeah, different ones. But numbered list. Right. This part here, this paragraph of text here, it says it's left justified. I want to full justify it. You'll see that it becomes straight edge here. Left justified means we've got a left straight edge and a jagged right edge. You can see there's a slight jagged edge there. Centered is like a menu where it's jagged edge one side and jagged edge on the other side. Right aligned, you got a straight edge here, jagged edge here. That's normally for addresses and letters, but I'm changing it up because I want my graphic at the top of this letter. And then fully justified, like you would see in a book, it gives you 2 straight edges. Let me demonstrate that a bit better because this isn't a big paragraph of text. Quickly, let me go File, New, Blank Word Document. I need some random text, equals random, and I want, I don't know, 15 paragraphs, no, 5 paragraphs with 8 sentences in each. Just give me some random text to play with. You can stick some code into Word and it'll do this for you if you want to demonstrate stuff. Anyway, I digress. If you look at this, this is left justified. Straight left edge, you can see the jagged edge on the right. The next one I mentioned was centered. We get jagged edge both sides. That's like a menu. If you look at the icons, it shows you this left, straight edge left, jagged right, centers, jagged edge both sides, right justified, straight right edge, jagged edge on the left, and then fully justified gives you straight edges on both sides, like you see in a book. It looks better. Sometimes it adds slightly bigger spaces between the words to make it look that way, but it looks better. So that's kind of what these justifications are for. Let me just kill this because I don't need it. No, I don't want to save it. Back to here. So I would like to order the following widgets from you. These are also selected from a catalogue, blah, blah, blah. The price, oh, I have included the list in a table below. Yeah, it is kind of a table, but let's put a table in there, like a small spreadsheet table. So again, I want some space in here to work. I want to keep this stuff because I want to keep this because I'm putting it in a table, but I need some space. So I've clicked my insertion point to the end of the word change or the start of part code. And when I press return, it'll push this stuff down, give me some room to work. So I need a table. So I need to know how many rows and how many columns. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So 5 before. Again, I'm going to insert something. So I want to click and make sure the insertion point is sitting flashing on the page where I want to insert this thing. So insert, table, I said 5 before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my table. Right, I want this stuff in my table. I'm going to drag and drop it. Look, I can highlight it, click, drag, drop. But it's taken away from here and you kind of lose your place sometimes where things are happening, where things are meant to be going. So I'll Control Z to undo that. It's the same as clicking the undo button up top here. Watch. When I drag it this time, I'm going to press the Control key and watch the little square underneath my pointer, cursor. When I press Control, I got a plus sign, look. And I'm hold down the Control key, then I let it go, and then let the Control key go, and it makes a copy. That leaves this intact, so I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm quickly going to transfer this stuff into this table. Watch. Part name. Let it go. Amount, double click because it's a single word. Control key, drag, let it go. Let me show you about clicking. Watch. Double click on a word, it selects it. If you treble click, you get a selecting a line or a paragraph. Look, 1, 2, 3. So quick ways to select things. Double click gets you a word. Treble click, paragraph or sentence. Now I want cost, double click. Now there's times when it's not handy, like this total cost, I want both of these, but if I double click, it's not going to give me, and if I treble click, it's going to give me the whole line. So I'm just going to have to select this, Control key held down, drag and drop. This is, the code is just a word to the computer, so I double click, drag and drop. This I'm going to have to select, drag and drop. The numbers I'll type in 4, Control Z, made a mistake there, type in here. First one is 4, then 6, and then 5. Let me do these quickly. Bear with me. Oh, it's really exciting to watch. Select, Control key down, drag and drop. Select, drag and drop, put the Control key down now. As long as you're holding the Control key when you drop it, it'll make a copy. Right, and that one didn't. I let it go too early. Would you believe it? There you go. Right, now I've got the table, so I can delete this. And I can also delete it up to here. Cool. I'm not the happiest with the size of the text. It looks a bit small, so I'm going to select all the text and make it a bit bigger, make it a size 12. Yeah, make all the text size 12. And see this here where it's wrapped this cell, because small blue widget's quite long text. Watch. If I go between the text, sorry, my parrot's whistling. If I go between the column headings, I get 2 arrows. I can widen that and you'll see it jumping up and allows that to fit in. Right, this table, it's a bit bland looking, so I want to make my headings stand out. See these buttons here, B, I, and U, bold, italicize, and underline. With the Control key, Control B, look, puts bold on and off like a light switch. And I've actually selected 2 rows there like an idiot. So I'll just select the one. So Control B, I'll put bold on, and Control U for underline. Yeah, I like that. In the table, text we usually like left aligned. These small integer numbers are like these centered. And normally you would have currency, money, right aligned. So these can be treated differently, these cells, like in a spreadsheet. So these ones, I want left aligned, which they are. These ones, I want centered. And the currency, I want right aligned, like so. and this bottom row has jumped down a wee bit. I'll just take it up. That's not letting me. There must be a space somewhere. Is that it? There we go. See that? An old head. I knew there was a space in there which was stopping that from going up. I just clicked till I found the space. Anyway, so yep, heading, logo, numbered list, fully justified paragraph. Just cheeky. Table with bold and underlined headings, and left aligned the first two columns. The amount is centered and the currency is right justified. Paragraph to finish off, and now let's talk about page numbers and footers, headers and footers, top of the document and bottom of the document. If I type something into a header, a footer, and then to get out of here, I just double click back on the page. Look, it says footer here, it says footer here. So anything you type in a footer goes on every page. See how this Joe Blogs and then General Manager has been pushed down here? Watch, I'm just going to go to in between thank you and Joe Blogs and press the backspace key or the delete key, and it'll bring that up. Right, so footers and headers. If I double click at the top of a page, I get inside the header, and everything else is grayed out. So if you find yourself not being able to select the text, it's because you're inside the header or the footer. Just double click on the page and you're back out. I want to insert a footer. And the reason I want to insert it is this reason. Footer. And I've got three. I want to put three things in my footer. So there's one here, blank, 3 columns. I'm taking that. First one, put the guy's name, Joe Blogs, manager, Joe Blogs. Center column, newhouse, company name. And over here, come here. Uh-oh, it's crashed. Don't tell me it's crashed. I think it may have crashed. I'll go into a different page and show you how to do a footer. That is that document finished once I deal with footer. Just let me close this a wee second and I'll demonstrate footers on a new document. Trust it to hang up right at the very end, but life happens. Control-Alt-Delete. Oh, it's not even giving me access to Task Manager. Great. Don't save. And give me a new Word document. Right, the last thing I was going to demonstrate is footers. So double click at the bottom of the page, or it seems to be crashing in here, or go to Insert, Footer, 3, and I wanted Joe Blogs, and in the center one, I wanted Newhouse, and in the last one, I'm going to insert a page number. So insert page number at the current position, plain number, got page number. Right, this is a one-page document, but watch what happens if I go and put some more pages in. So there's page 1, page 2, page 3. If I had typed that number in there, just typed number 1, it would just say 111. If you want the page number to be updated, you need to insert the page number. Double click on the footer, select where I want the page number to go, and insert page number at the current position. Let's go for something fancy there, page 1. Very nice. And if you look, it says page 1, page 2, and page 3 because we inserted it. If you typed one of these numbers, it would be the same number on every page. Right, guys, thanks very much for listening, and I'll see you all in class. You will have a document called the Newhouse Tech Company that you will Dropbox into the exercises Dropbox. I will give you this text to work with too. Cheers. Bye.